Hey Slater, I just wrote out in gory detail the instructions for preparing the quote sheets, but I wanted to record a simple video in case you had any difficulty with my explanations. So I made my mouse pointer here comically large so you can see what I'm doing. I'm sending you 5 files, HY1, HY2, 3, and 4. These are the data files you download from the Market website. And then quote sheets is where I'm going to work. So I'm going to walk through the whole process here quickly. The sheets, it seems like it's a long process, but you'll see how fast this goes. Okay, so first I'm going to go out to, and again, this is all written in gory detail in the PDF I'm going to send you. But first I'm going to go out to Market. I just logged in. I'm going to go over here. There's 4 watch lists that I've defined that has our ISINs in it. Okay, that's HY1. I'm going to select, oh, it's taking, hang on a second. I'm going to select download in Excel workbook format. Boom. Waiting for it to respond. There it is. Okay, I'm going to open it up. Well, I'm going to open up this. You'll see what happens here, the zip file. Okay, and I'm just going to overwrite the HY1 that's already in the directory. Replace the file, yes. So I'm downloading fresh pricing data is what I'm doing. Okay, so now I go back. As I explained in the sheet, we have about 1,000 ISINs. Market, unfortunately, only allows you about 250 ISINs per watch list. So I have to download 4 files instead of 1. But you can see it's a very, quick and painless process here. So I'm overwriting HY2 down to watch list 3, download, and you can download in different formats. You notice that I'm downloading Excel workbook format is what I want here. 3, overwrite, yes, and number 4. Download. All right, done. Download. Okay, now my 4 sheets are downloaded. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now I'm going to open up quote sheet. It's got some simple macros in it. So if the PC asks you if you want to enable macros, you want, say yes. You want to enable those. And it's taking its good old time. Meanwhile, my video file is getting gigantic. Okay, here we go. All right. And then, so it's going to read from those 4 data files that you just downloaded. So when it opens, it no longer asks me about the macros, but it's going to say, do you want to update the file with the external links? And you want to say yes. You want to use the fresh data that you just downloaded. Taking its good old time. Okay, so here's where it says, yes, I want to update. Okay, now there are, you'll see at the bottom, there are a bunch of tabs. There's 9 Bloombergs you're going to send, HY1 through 9. The pricing data here in column F, well, I don't, okay, I guess I'm in Excel, it just changed my pointer. This data comes from the data files that you just downloaded from Market. The yield data, the ratings data, issue size data is actually read from the Bloomberg server. So when you it happened, I'm done already, but you can see all the formulas are populated. But when you first open this up, you have to give it 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds if the Bloomberg server is slow, to populate all these fields. And once HY1 is done, they're all done. So that just waiting until these Bloomberg fields populates is just, you know, the initial, just at the very beginning of this. Okay, starting a second video so that first file doesn't get too large for me to send to you. Okay, so now we opened up quote sheet. The Bloomberg data is populated. Now we're ready to go to Bloomberg and create this thing. Okay, so I'm going to send you a mailing list called HYDL message. So I type HYDL message. It creates a message with this distribution list. Then I'm going to add the 4 traders to my distribution. Micah, tough to work with this comically large mouse. Come on. Oh, there we go, finally. John. Rob Williams. And you. Okay, so now it's fully addressed. Importantly, I want to go over here to affordable and change this to yes. Okay, so now I'm ready to copy and paste my first message. So I'm going to go back here to HY1. I'm going to do 3 copy and paste. So first, I'm going to grab this for the this is the subject field. Copy, back to Bloomberg, Control V. I'm going to go back here. Now this, I'm going to copy this data. This is the more detailed, subject, where this is the abbreviated because the subject field doesn't allow a lot of characters. So this is the more detailed here, but instead of grabbing it from cell D5, I'm going to come up here to the formula bar and get it. Copy. And paste it in the body of my message. And the reason why I did that is so it just copies the text, doesn't have the Excel cell borders around it. Okay, now coming back, now to copy the rest of the data, each of the sheets has this little macro and it selects the data and copies it. So all you have to do is push the button. You can see all the data is highlighted. Now I come back here, Control V, boom, the data's in, done. So I go up. Okay, so now the first one's ready to go. So I click send, done. Okay, now for the other 8 messages, instead of starting from a brand new window and having to address it, I just highlight the data and select backspace to clear out the subject and backspace, clear out the body. I'm going to reuse this same addressed message for all 9. Then I don't have to worry about changing this to forwardable or going through this time-consuming steps of addressing. I'm just going to keep reusing this. Now I'm going to go to HY2, same thing, 3 copies and paste. Copy, paste, back here. For the more detailed, I go up to the formula bar, copy, paste, use my macro, which does my copy for me, Control V, paste, done. Send. All right, so 2 down, 7 more to go. Same exact process. Highlight, backspace, highlight, backspace, on to 3, etc., etc., etc. You go through all 9. That's all there is to it.